Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into this special Holy Week presentation. You've seen the budding flowers and the warmer days. We know that signals the nearing of the Eastertide, the day of utmost celebration and joy for Christians around the world. The celebration prompts the invitation of brass musicians, festive liturgy, and our Sunday's best attire. The chant, "Christ is risen, he has risen indeed," echoes through church chambers from both young and old alike. Yet with all the focus on Eastertide and Easter, we may miss the full impact of what St. Augustine called the Great Week. Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday are unique within our liturgical year, in that they have no ending. We conclude our communion services and our Lenten Wednesday services with a sending, marking the end of the service. You know exactly what it is. It's go in peace, serve the Lord. Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday omit this sending, not as a clerical error from our liturgists, but as an intentional design to reflect that Easter caps off a three-part worship service that begins with Maundy, Thursday, and continues with Good Friday. Yes, Holy Week, or the Great Week, is one long service known as the Triduum, or the Triduum. Therefore, celebrating Easter without observing the preceding services is like fast-forwarding and watching only the end of a movie. How satisfying can the ending actually be without knowing what came before? More than taking in complete story of the gospel during Holy Week, participating in the marathon three-part service also allows us to refine our role as the church. Unless the church can learn to identify itself with Christ in his death and resurrection, writes Jordan Davies, unless it can die with him on Good Friday and rise with him at the culmination of the Paschal Vigil, it cannot accomplish its mission. That mission, as Davies continues, is not only to proclaim the good news, but to embody it and to make it the pattern of its corporate life, even as Christ himself not only proclaimed the gospel, but was and is the gospel. Holy Week that ends in the Eastertide is truly the Great Week, in that we not only hear the gospel in its fullness, but participate in its drama to sharpen our mission as the church. As Lent draws to a close, let us plan to make Holy Week the Great Week by embracing the cadence and movements of Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday that crescendo to the Easter celebration. Before bringing out the festive trumpets, let us embrace the silence of Good Friday. And before we declare that he is risen, let us mourn that he has died. Writing about the relationship between law and gospel in Scripture, theologian Karl Broughton contends that the law terrifies, accuses, denounces, punishes, and kills. If this is not true, he continues, the gospel cannot comfort, strengthen, forgive, liberate, and renew. Broughton's formula fits appropriately with the Triduum as well. If we cannot embrace the silence and mourning during Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday, then we cannot fully appreciate the festive spirit of Easter in the depth of the gospel. Folks, I'd much rather be with you in person this week. I'd much rather celebrate Easter the way it's supposed to be celebrated, with all of us together. But unfortunately, that cannot happen this year. And it's painful. There's no way around that. However, as damaging as this virus is, and as anxious as we may be, this week will still be the Great Week. Because we will once more identify with Christ in the agony of his death, but also the joy of his resurrection. So until we reunite, and we will reunite, may God bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine on you and be gracious to you, and may he look upon you with favor and give you peace. Amen.